I'm TJ Waters. Welcome to Agents of Influence. Not long ago, I sat in on a briefing for foreign military intelligence officers. One of the briefs was on the use of social media. I remarked to the colonel I was with that it was a particularly good summary of a foreign government's views on social media and would be worth sharing with his commander. I then turned to look at the crowd of assembled foreign officers. It was reminiscent of the poster from the movie Night of the Living Dead. Each officer was a wide-eyed zombie with no comprehension of what was being discussed. I noted that, despite my own admiration, the speaker had lost his audience. The colonel pointed out that, for many people in the audience, English was a second language. I suggested social media was a language all of its own and should be treated as such. He disagreed. So I asked if he could, in 10 seconds or less, describe for me the difference between Facebook and YouTube. After 10 seconds of glaring at me, he acquiesced. So I shared with him, and the attending military zombie leadership, this overview of social media. It is by no means comprehensive or particularly scholarly, but it is a way to easily describe the differences between the various types of social media. The big four are Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Facebook is the granddaddy of social network sites. It is a platform for sharing topics of interest with one or more people. It contains many opportunities for feedback, both private and public, between individuals and groups. It utilizes text, images, and video, allowing individuals, companies, groups, and even social movements to create so-called walled gardens of content. How high those virtual walls are around each garden is completely up to the user, but the world can stop in and chat about anything. This is what Facebook does. It allows users to discuss. YouTube is a service that began as a social media site, but has specialized in one aspect of the online world: streaming video. YouTube's unique differentiator is it gives anyone the ability to instruct others on how to do something in a visual context. There are limited feedback options, as it was not really designed for live events, but it does have a very high impact factor in focusing primarily on audio and video. YouTube allows users to instruct on just about any topic you care to learn. LinkedIn is a social network in the classic sense, but is primarily focused on the user's past. LinkedIn features many-to-many social connections based on jobs, interests, education, and other factors, but the majority of the information is based in the past rather than the present or the future. Think of it as relationship trading. Whereas the Chicago Board of Trade deals in the present value of commodity futures, LinkedIn is a place to trade on the present value of past associations. Who are you linked to that I might want to meet? LinkedIn's ultimate differentiator is its ability to connect users. Finally, there's Twitter, possibly the most active of all the social networks. Twitter is a microblog, a way to send a message to one person or to many people within a 140-character limit. It is the ultimate fire-and-forget emissary, a burst transmitter for sending text or pictures out to the world. Twitter allows users to inform an audience of what they are doing right there and then. There are other social networks, of course, MySpace, Spotify, Foursquare, and Flickr being four of the more popular. I've created a handout with all 8 of these social network applications diagrammed out just as you've seen here. You can download it for free at facebook.com/tjwatersbooks. Feel free to help your boss understand social networks in an easy, non-geeky sort of way. They'll appreciate you not making them feel like an idiot in front of their staff. I'm TJ Waters. Thanks for watching Agents of Influence.